Listen, Joe, there is no one, no conservatives in America who think the Wall Street Journal is the voice of conservatism. As I talked about in my book, as you know, I wrote a book this summer called A Time for Truth. The opening chapter talks about how the Washington cartel, the career politicians in both parties who get in bed with the lobbyists and special interest, how they work. And the way Republican leadership punishes anyone who stands up to the cartel is they engage in public flagellation, as I describe in that opening chapter, mendacity. The most potent tool they have is the Wall Street Journal editorial board. And anytime Republican leadership is mad at you, with me, that's quite often.
Right.
You can set a stopwatch, and within 72 hours, the Journal hits you. And they usually hit you twice. And the Journal, listen, the Journal's hobby horse is they love amnesty. They are focused obsessively on amnesty, and so the Journal is supporting Marco Rubio. They're not explicitly doing it.
I was going to ask, is Marco Rubio soft on immigration?
For the next 3 months, the Journal should change their header to the Marco Rubio for President newspaper, because their attacks, and it's going to keep coming, because Marco fights for the principles they care about. Marco joined with Chuck Schumer and Barack Obama.
Amnesty?
Yes. Look, let's rewind. When Marco ran for Senate in Florida, he told the men and women of Florida, just like I told the men and women of Texas, if you elect me, I'll lead the fight against amnesty. Now listen, some of your viewers may not agree with that, but both of us told the voters that's what we would do. When we got to Washington, we made different choices. He made the choice to stand with Chuck Schumer and Barack Obama, not only not lead the fight against amnesty, but author a massive amnesty bill that, among other things, you want to talk about national security, the Rubio-Schumer amnesty bill would have dramatically expanded President Obama's authority to admit Syrian refugees with no background checks whatsoever. Now, that is a serious threat to our national security. On the other hand, I made the decision to stand with Jeff Sessions and Steve King and to lead the fight against amnesty, and we defeated it in Congress. We both decided to do different things. I honored the promises that I made to the men and women who elected me, and Marco did not.